So, right, the reasoning to this surrounded by the whole hypocrisy of the culture. Because we really, most times you find, say, we are blame the government, but this time around we want to focus on the people them directly because the government is a reflection of the people. So especially in countries like Jamaica, we are going to focus on in America too, but the focus has also been in Jamaica, where we realize that the people them have a hypocrisy against crime and violence because them support the gangster culture, yet still them complain about it. So that is where the whole thing has stemmed from today, no?
Fire, I don't know where you're gonna go with this reasoning, but I want to say one thing about this thing with the gangster culture. I'll never forget. I was at Ari Jam. This is the first, I think it was the first reggae concert I took my wife to. Right, I forgot what year it was, but Movado was performing at Roy Wilkins Park in Queens. And you know, them times Movado was hot, and you know his lyrics go already. If I had pure gunshot, bop, 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 right? When the real gunshots start firing, you know, people scattering like flies, and I'm shocked because I'm saying, hold on, y'all was just celebrating this gun thing. It was everything, brain splatter, bone marrow, and death, and we gonna kill this and shoot up this. Everybody in the crowd with gun finger when gunshot really fire everybody right now. I figure you'd be happy and proud to it, you know. So it is a joke thing at the end of the day. But some people argue it's just entertainment. Some people argue people don't know what they're listening to. But I don't know if you could listen to something all day and not internalize it.
No, them definitely have to internalize it because after a time now it start seeping in your subconscious. And I want to make it even clear from the get-go too, you know, because we know straight from the music part that this is further than music, you know, but music is a main role for play in it because the gangster culture, you see it come out through music. But even beyond that, the culture itself, which the music is a part of the culture. And the whole culture is a gangster culture. But while we're there on the topic of music, I mentioned Mavado. In the war with Cartel and Mavado now, you find say some of the most gruesome things them been said, and that is where the turning point is in the people in mind, because even I distinctly remember lyrics from Mavado him say, "Murder your little brother on the funeral day," and where him do know him cut a newborn throat because him know him don't play. So think about something like that, we'll stop it right there. So that is as gruesome as it can get. Fire a man telling you about what him going to do to a newborn because him don't play. That is the heights of evil. Fire, and nobody in Jamaica ever come out and protest against these things. How can an artist mention this and you can, the thought process of you thinking about hurting a newborn who never hurt nobody, who is so innocent, and you as a Jamaican people see this as entertainment? This is not entertainment, but nobody don't like when you talk about these things because them say yeah fight artists or them type of things. About this go beyond the thought process of fighting artists, you know. This go beyond some form of mental illness where we start thinking about now. So when you say the little youth them get hurt now, and the little youth them get shot in the crossfire now, how come we as a people like I say we feel it and we start cry and a protest and we start say, oh no, why them doing this to little children? But we just did support a song. We say it got hurt a newborn. That means say directly we have a role to play in a newborn getting hurt too, because we make things lead up to that. So it kinda crazy and ludicrous that the people them really are really full of so much double standard for you.
And the fire is deeper than the music because that's what they actually praise. So anybody aware, if you grew up in a certain neighborhood, you know what the conversation is usually surrounded by violence, right? This person shot this person and the violent person is praised. We can't deny it, right? This person shot this person don't play around. You know, this person head got taken off. This person, those are the daily conversations. So we are aware that those behaviors are praised. Now, it's coming from two sides. We're listening to music that's praising it, which is kind of messing with your mind, also like desensitizing you to a certain extent because it's not gruesome again. Because if an average person would, not even average person, but a person unfamiliar with the culture would hear it, they'd be like, man, this is crazy, you know, or like, but you hear it all the time, so it's acceptable. Then at the same time now, from a cultural level, it's praised. And we all know young people, teenagers, even adults to a certain extent gravitate towards stuff that is praised and it shapes your behavior. So one cannot be shocked when and I'm not saying music is the only influence to behaviors, but we're saying the culture that's praised and promoted. Because listen to this, fire. Now in America, even though murders are up, crime is down. Because you would figure if crime is running rampant, crime in regards to thievery, robbery, that type of vibration, right? Murders, it would go up with murders at the same time. But now they run into a little situation to say, look it up for yourself. Anybody watching, you can read about it in America. Crime is down, right? But murder is up. So it's like, why? Because everybody blames poverty. Everything is poverty, right? Everything is, poverty is the reason. So if that's not the case, if people not robbing each other like that, why are they murdering each other like that?
Them really get a lick, You see, every single person who used to use poverty as a scapegoat for this, for killing, right now, them silent because them are see from so much different angle. In America, the statistics we just get a while ago. Also in Jamaica, you realize the more money the youth them get, the more violent them get. See, even pictures and videos exposed of recently where you see the youth them have some brand new rifles, some AR-15, them have some AR-10, them have AK, them have all of these things, and all of these things are customized. So them have money directly to get all of these things. So Jamaica is a culture now where the richer the youth them get, them start come with more violence, more crime and more killing, because, all right, to show you how them people get silent now. The youth them of Jamaica have a main talk now. With them say rich badness. Think about it, One time, it was all about getting rich and getting away from the life of crime. Now, the youth them say crime as a style. So killing becomes a style. Now they have to find different techniques. So the more money they make from the scamming and more money they make from the illegal activity, guess what going on now? Start going on more buying a gun, more defending the territory, and becoming as violent as possible as you can. And the worst part about it though? The people them sit down and support all of the youth them where do this crime and all of the youth them where do the badness. Because, all right, as much as this talk might seem simple, how much time you see people are protest against police? Don't get me wrong, I am not a fan of even the Jamaica Constabulary Force or any one of these police divisions or anything, because me know how the government suppress the people and then bring the police them to enforce the suppression.
Domestic militaries.
But if me I gotta be realistic, let's be realistic. The blame can't be upon them alone. So what happened to the people? You ever see the people are protest against any gangster?
All right, so this is the thing, right? I'm glad you brought it up, and I want to show the people the video. We're gonna get into that. So look, what I've noticed with our people, right, is that black on black crime really doesn't matter, right? So murders, and this is the next topic. I don't want to veer off, but I thought it was weird they were doing lockdowns, but murders increasing. I thought the lockdown would decrease COVID spread and murders, but both COVID spread and murders are increasing in Jamaica, but that's a different reason. What I was just saying, the COVID thing threw me off a little bit.
or they talk about it, the violence increase due to the whole COVID vibration.
Oh no, this is what I'm saying.
Itself.
No, I was saying in regards to the protest. Sorry about that. Yeah, in regards to the protest now. We have no issue with black on black crime, no matter how gruesome. The only times people may take to the street, well, police killing a black person is guaranteed, especially if it's a white officer. So that's guaranteed for someone to just make a poster and walk outside. The kid thing is a little tricky. It depends, right? The kid and the police killing a black person and the kid being killed, whether on purpose or by a stray bullet, that seems to be the only time that people really take to the street. And it shows a lot about our culture, how we value ourselves and how we think about ourselves. Because remember, like Philadelphia right now, right? We're in September and they're almost at, they're like what, 450, 460, 470 for murders for the year. And please remember, for murders, that's what people know about, right? So in our reality, it's more than that. We already know Chicago already, how they get down fire. Baltimore, St. Louis, New York, all these cities now, people are getting killed every day. Remember, if you're past 400s and we're in September, we're in October now, that's a murder every day. So that's a lot going on. That's reported. So I think the value is there is that we can kill each other and we don't care. We could kill, you could do drive by, we don't care, right? But if a police reactionary, if a police officer kills us now, oh, the injustice, the crime. But when you check it now, and I'm not defending police, uh, you call it the judicial killing or homicide, whatever you want to call it, but it's like, can we acknowledge a lot of times people do have records, or they're doing something that's pretty like out of hand? If I was a cop, how would I react? I'm not gonna have anybody shooting at me and not shoot them or trying to stab me or carrying on with me if I'm telling the person to kick back. So it's just like a conversation we don't want to have.
Gunman at the ghetto. No gunman at the ghetto.
So it's just like they always portray, and I was having a conversation with a brethren recently, which is disturbing, that anytime someone is killed, they're just the greatest person ever. Even if you know that person, why can't we acknowledge that some people are just terrible people? They've been bothering people for years, and karma has come back. You don't get shot in your head in your car by mistake. No one walks up to you and shoots you 16, 20 times by mistake. There is a reason for that. It is a back and forth. You have bothered someone, or there is some mix up there. There's guaranteed some mix up. How are people walking today, every single day, living their life and no one bothers them? Because they're not in no mix up fire. It's not to say certain stuff can't happen, but a lot of this is retribution and mix up. The person is not clean. The person is not an angel. And we need to stop portraying everyone who gets murdered as an angel.
All right. Look, you see, my love, you say that now because we're going to go into the full things because we're exposing enough things today. You know? So, all right. Me come from a community called Christian Benzin. And in my community, my love, you said that the key term angel here. We're playing the key term angel. We have a family, or we have a person called a bad Indian. Just an example. Gangster, gunman, killer. You see, when time him dead, right now, if you drive to that community, if you drive into that community, the first picture you will see on the wall with the wings and a halo is that same bad Indian who everybody from the community know was a gangster. See? And if everybody know, we, if not the community, know that because we live there, you know, we are not a fool, you know. The people in the garrison know everything we are going on, you know. So don't believe that the people in the garrison are so ignorant of all of these killings and ignorant of all of these crimes. How can you know that this is one of the biggest gangsters that ever came from the community, but yet still, as we drive into the community, the first imagery we can see with wings and halo is the same gangster when the wildest gangster is gone, but yet still, whenever a shot fire, whenever so much different things happen, you can hear the same set of people them crying out that they want the crime and they want the violence to stop. But yes, still the image, the very imagery of your community, what represents and depicts your community is the same gangster. Why you think, all right, if you even extend it further, why you think, look on a vlogger like Politics Watch, right? Where you see in Jamaica, that is an arch nemesis of majority of the Jamaican people. You know why? Because that hydrin or that L called Serpy. See? You see, when I dissect the whole culture and bring certain things to the forefront, the people don't want to hear that. Because you see, if you start different truths and different rights, you become an arch nemesis to the people them all time, all around, you know. It no matter what you want to say, you know. Them don't want to hear that, you know, because, all right, even when they talk about protest, I want to make a correction to that. The people still now protest for the killing of no local people. Them just going to type on social media that this should never happen, and this is very sad. When you see somebody, a police in Jamaica, kill a youth where them proclaim to be innocent, see? Them proclaims all of the youth them innocent because according to the world logic, there is no gangsters nor gunmen who live in the garrisons. And I as the garrison youth. So don't feel like so we are trying to just bash the people them. As we say, we defend the people them, but we have to highlight the hypocrisy of the people them. See? When police come and kill any youth, the people them protest and go all out with all type of theatrics and every single thing you can think of. But when these youths now even come and say, even recently have the 5-year-old girl who gets shot, see? Who get shot in New Haven, you see, in a St. Andrew. And when time this girl gets shot, we see a lot of outright protest on the internet. On the internet, key thing in the under clean and the star and the observer. But where is the live protest in person? Nobody not doing that. But if it was the police, you would see the people them live and probably the road of the block and all of these things. So it just goes to show you fire. All of these people, the only form of justice with them say them deal with is to type in a post on Instagram or type in a post on Facebook. And that is not effective enough because you, same one, might be the very person who contributing to that crime culture. Because if you think about that, and we segue into even the same, see a little girl dead from gunshot, crossfire, and then we go see a video now where you have a whole bus load of children. So them are going to put 45 in our overhead, and the children know these songs word for word, filled with violence and filled with killing, and this is a going to them subconscious and a flow through them, and now it will become them now. What we have to say about that? How cool is it? How cool is it that 5-year-olds and 6-year-olds are singing gun song, 45 gonna bust in head and wait until your sister come, we're gonna murder, and all of these things? How cool is that?
Fire, let me show him the video real quick. One of the things with the video is, first of all, it's an adult on the bus, right? And I hear somebody kind of hyping them up in the back because we know adults are the hype man for behaviors that's detrimental. These same toxic behaviors we talk about, adults praise it and promote it. So the kids are gonna gravitate to whatever is receiving attention. Now, obviously, I don't think no 8-year-old is driving the bus. it's not reality. It's an adult on the bus, right? So there's an irresponsible adult on the bus. Somebody's playing the tune, right? They're not, even if it's on there. So it's just like, let's take it off. And it's like, let's take it off the kids real quick and put it on the adults. One, why does your child know this song? That's so young, right? There should be some form of governance or something, that guidance in regards to what they're doing. They shouldn't be totally free to where they just should listen to the song that much that they know the lyrics and that much. So obviously they're from an environment where it's acceptable that's played all the time. So one thing, I think people should be knowledgeable about what songs you're playing around your child. That's like something so basic, right? But then now, you spoke about internalizing certain stuff, the subconscious and stuff. And I love when people say music is just entertainment, but how is it entertainment? And it shapes the way you speak, the way you dress, the views that you have, and how you interact with each other. So how can a person look you in the eye and say music is just entertainment? I love that. I really love that comment. So, and we are aware of the power of the subconscious. If you're not, you definitely need to look at it because it's very important that you're protective of the things that you expose yourself to. Now, last thing, Fire, right? So when a child is murdered innocently or on purpose, for whoever to send a message, isn't that just a manifestation of what you promote? In a sense. Like, it's not no weird foreign behavior. You actually listen to things about this, and it's like you because even people play around like that. Boy, disrespect me, I'm gonna deal with him, or I should bust his head, or I'll kill his family and all that. And so that's the culture. That's what's cool, right? And the next thing I want to throw out there for people, and what I've been learning too, just because something there is there doesn't mean you have to watch it. Some people watching these violent videos all day. I don't know if you find joining people's miseries, Fire, or you just on some weird thing. I don't think you should be watching violence all day. It's a culture within our culture, an American culture, where people watch crazy stuff all day. Whether it's people fighting or people getting murdered, you can't be on the heights watching these things all day. You can't. It throw you off, Fire. Throw off your frequency, especially with the young kids. Because if you check it as violence all day, video games is violence. The video games is straight up violence, yo. Like, all the main video games is violence. Then they watching violence. Then in the regular show, they watching violence. So basically, they're watching violence all day.
Well, let me hear you say mountain, mountain.